Hey guys, so I just watched the 3 trailers for the ArrowVerse, minus Batwoman. I'm gonna do Batwoman when the Legends trailer comes out. Um, so that's not gonna happen right now. Batwoman looks great. People are saying it's a feminist thing. I'm like, doesn't look like that to me. I don't see any sort of message that's being sent here. There was the thing like, oh, well, it'll be perfect when it fits a woman kind of thing. She's saying it'd be perfect for her, not perfect in general. I don't understand why people are so pissed off about this. Like, you ever think that this is not a feminist situation? It's just you think you're a little snowflake or something like that. That's not my point. Anyways, the I'm not calling everyone who sees this as a snowflake, but just everyone who is so pissed off to the point where they're gonna make a oh da, 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 da. It's the end of the world. Like you give it like a oh, I can't believe she said that, or you'd be like, oh my god, you just said that. You know, that last one is a snowflake. I'm telling you. Anyways, I watched the Supergirl trailer first, and we're gonna talk about this in the order that I watched them in. So Supergirl, then Flash, then Arrow. Um, so with Supergirl, the ending of that season, we're not going to talk about the monitor thing. But after Lena killed Lex, uh, we see that or he, as he was dying, he was like, "All of your friends have been lying to you, Lena," and then shows him that Supergirl is in fact, or Kara is in fact Supergirl. Da 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 da. She's pissed off because since season, what was it, 2, she hated Kara, not Kara, Supergirl, and throughout this season she's kind of had a bit of a moment with Kara where she was just not happy. She feels like Superman and Supergirl judge her based on her last name. Now that she knows her friend is also her enemy, she's like, you know what, both of you are my enemies. However, a little lie like this, I don't think Warren's being punched in the face. And one thing I worry about in this season is they seem to be going off on some sort of technology rant or whatever, saying that technology has made escaping an addiction, and then no one seems to know what's going on in the real world because of their phones hiding behind their gadgets. I'm like, if this season, the whole immigration story thing you had going on for Supergirl, season 4, fine. If you're going off on a technology rant, I'm going to stop. If I'm watching like episode, I'll watch the first 4 episodes, and if I'm pissed off about this, I'm just gonna be done with the season. I'll re-watch it later when it's on Netflix or something like that. Because if they're making like a technology is bad thing, I won't even give a shit enough. I'll be confused during Crisis, and that'll be that. But yeah, she's like, oh, I don't trust in people. I trust in technology, and then she puts his contact lenses on her eyes. I'm like, what the? I almost did it again. Like, what the hell? Are you trying to do an anti-technology season? Because I'm watching this with a TV, or my phone. In fact, I'm watching and recording this with my phone. So, good for you. And then with the Flash, nothing really interesting. We got nothing interesting to me, and everyone else has already gone into details about these trailers. Watch Pagey. Pagey, in fact, got a shout out from Stephen Amell, so you probably have already seen it if you're watching this. I imagine someone saying your channel is just gonna be like, oh, just. But Pagey, I always forget what this one channel is, but I like him too. Eric's Reloaded or something. I don't know. Don't think I haven't watched anything of his right now recently. Maybe YouTube just isn't sending it in my feed, and I always forget his channel name. But I watch him and Pagey all the time. And then there's Black Lion. I don't think he's gone into any detail about the trailers actually, so never mind. The DC TV show and Boba Talks. Those guys are all really good. Anyways, basically there's a new character, Bloodwork. I know nothing about him, so I don't really. Comic books are expensive to me, so with my budget, which does not allow comic books. I'm gonna get DC Universe pretty soon. Not pretty soon, but when I get a job, I'm gonna get a free trial, and then I'll be able to save up money to get the rest of that, and then I'll just go on a binge and read, watch some more. So yeah. Ouch pain. But then, interestingly, this could just be word play or something like that. But that new character, I can't remember her name, Cisco's girlfriend or whatever, is like, why is it every time I show up, there's always a crisis? And then after, at first I thought this was Barry's response or something, but it doesn't seem likely. But there's this dude in a lab or whatever, he's a scientist, I guess, I don't know. He says, the scientifically impossible will probably happen or something like that. And Barry's response is, it cuts to Barry in the time vault, and he says, I don't need to understand them, just tell me what I can do. You remember I released my multiple crises theory? Well, maybe he's talking about the crisis, and maybe he's looking at the newspaper he's in the time vault, that's a fact. So maybe he's in the time vault, and he's looking at the newspaper, and instead of saying that the Flash vanishes in a crisis, it says the Green Arrow vanishes in a crisis. So that would explain why he's all distraught. Because he hasn't been worried about the crisis so far. Like, at all, really? He's read the newspaper, he read the other newspaper, he's like, nah, that sucks. But maybe one of his friends is in danger, and so he's like, oh no. I think that makes a lot of sense. And, really, that's all I took away from the Flash Season 6 trailer. There was some new stuff, but I'm not the kind of person who analyzes every single detail. Like, like at the beginning of this thing, at the beginning when we see Bloodwork, Ramsey Russo, he says that it's all their fault or something, and we see a new scene of Cisco, Caitlin, Joe, Cecile, Barry, and Iris at a picnic or something like that. So that's new, but that's not the kind of information I want to go into. The final trailer I've watched is Arrow Season 8, and there's like I actually made a comment and timed it because someone was like, you're an idiot, there's a lot of new content in this trailer. No, I timed it. There's, out of the whole, 3 minutes something else, or 3 minutes and some change, there's a whole 19 seconds of new footage, so do not get on me with that, okay? Get out of here, you're going to be pissy, go somewhere else. There's 19 seconds, there's not a whole lot of new stuff. There's a lot to analyze, we see some guy dressed up like Deathstroke in the new footage, and, what's his face? Connor Hawk, he seems to put an arrow in his eye or something like that. So Chance was saying that this is probably Chance, my brother. I don't think so, but my brother, he was like, well, maybe that's Jericho, his son, and that would explain why he is learning from his father and getting arrows in his eye. I'm like, yeah, I guess, but Jericho, that doesn't seem like Jericho. This would be Jericho would be old as hell right at that point. So, timer. So, yeah, I don't think that's Jericho. But it is a theory, and I guess it kind of works. I'm pretty sure, now that I've actually rewatched Arrow Season 7, there are 2 episodes I missed because CW was being a piece of shit. But Now that I rewatched it on Netflix, Arrow season 7, that might be John Diggle Jr. Because John Diggle Jr. was mentioned as by Connor Hawke as being a bad guy. So, well, he wasn't mentioned as being such, but he's like, oh well, my brother, he leads the my adopted brother, what the hell ever, he leads the Deathstrokes. But also with Deathstrokes, so the CWC is going to have a Deathstroke TV series. It's going to be animated. The Deathstrokes gang appeared in Arrow season 7, right at the end, I think. We see Deathstrokes, and more of the Deathstroke gang in the trailer. So maybe they can use Deathstroke again. But I guess that means Jericho is going to be a bad guy, because it's like if the Batman gang were bad guys, and it's like, why, if you're worshiping Batman, why are you doing the opposite of everything he ever did? So, and I know for a fact that Deathstroke Slade is an anti-hero, and it would suck for him to go back to being a bad guy. So maybe Jericho stays a bad guy and he takes up the mantle of Deathstroke, whereas Slade takes up a new name. Because in this universe, Deathstroke is an anti-hero. He does bad things for the right reason, I think. It seems. Yeah, typically they're for his goals and not, betterment of the world, but he teamed up with Oliver. Oliver's teaming up with him. It seems like he's an anti-hero now. And he was going to get his own TV show. That would have been kind of cool. Personally, I think, since DC Universe isn't connecting everything like they were supposed to be doing, with like Swamp Thing, Titans, and Doom Patrol being connected, I suppose they can just get Manu Bennett on a Deathstroke TV show that's set within the Arrowverse on DC Universe. That would be kind of cool. Because then you can get an R-rated TV show and you can have them cut off heads and stuff. That would be awesome. Do I think it needs to happen? No. Do I think it might cause some confusion, being that Deathstroke is already on Titan Season 2? Yeah. Do I really care? Not at all. So, like, if you're a real fan, you're not going to get that confused. If you're actually paying attention, this should be easy. And if WB or whatever still thinks people are going to get confused, because the whole reason they removed Deathstroke was because he was going to be in Justice League. If WB still thinks people are going to get confused, just release a press conference, literally just saying this is not the same guy as this guy. That's all you needed to do. Just post to Twitter, yo, this guy is not this guy. That's all they needed to do. Instead, they did this bullshit where Deathstroke's getting his own TV series, but no, not really. I feel bad for Manu Bennett as well, because he got knocked out of a TV. He got knocked out of his own. He got fired because WB is just a shithole. So yeah. Hopefully he can come back. That'd be awesome. I want to see more of the season 6 style Deathstroke. Well, season 5, season 6 style. Because season 2 was really cool. But it really shows where these characters are at. In season 1, you have Deathstroke he's Oliver's partner. In season, reluctantly, of course. In season 2, he's still Oliver's partner in the flashbacks, but in present day, and later on in the flashbacks, he's the bad guy. Then season 3, he had like a cameo, I think, and he tried to kill Thea and Oliver, but Thea beat him. Like that pissed me off, actually. Like, why Thea? What the hell? Power scaling doesn't make any sense. The universe is broken. Sorry if I keep licking my lips. I'm kind of dehydrated. But then in season 4, I don't think he was in season 4 at all. It was either that he was in season 3 or he was in season 4, but I think it was season 3. So that means he was not in season 4. And then in season 5, he only appeared at the end. And then he had he was in like 4 episodes of season 6, but 2 of those episodes were minor roles, and 2 of those episodes were like his episodes, acting as like a backdoor pilot for a Deathstroke TV show. But right as soon as that episode ended, I went onto my phone and Mark well, right as soon as I watched the episode, I went onto my phone and Mark Guggenheim posts like, or he made a statement. And he's like, "Yeah, we can't use Deathstroke anymore, so that sucks." And I was like, "Well, why?" I'm like, I'm fine with them just taking him out, but then I'm like, why is this? And he goes on and he's like, if you guys haven't noticed, like, spoilers, but he appears in Justice League. And I'm like, I was like, so wait, are they gonna mix the universes together? That'd be kind of cool. No, they just thought that Manu Bennett and Joe Manganiello or whatever, they just thought that those two people looked exactly the same, apparently. Because yep, that's I definitely mixed up the two versions. And on that note, how does that even work? How is taking them out of the universe but still airing reruns gonna stop confusion? All I have to do is go on Netflix and then, oh bam, I'm suddenly confused because look at that guy, he's on Justice League now. I wonder where that fits in the timeline. So yeah, I'm still pissed off about that. I am still pissed off. I still think that Spider-Man being out of the MCU is an even bigger travesty though. So, you know. But yeah, I guess that I just went on a Deathstroke rant. Anyways, I hope Deathstroke appears in Crisis, and I hope his CWC show is grounded and is in the Arrowverse, specifically Earth 1. The art style almost looks like they're going to go crazy with what he's doing, and I'm like, I don't like that. The art style is just kind of like something that looks more battle-ready and more anime-like. And I'm like, I don't like that. So I'm hoping that, maybe it's just a mistranslation from, me. Like, when I'm looking at it, I'm like, that's oh boy. I hope it's in the Arrowverse. People are saying, oh, well, it's not because his costume looks... What the hell are you talking about? This doesn't matter. The costumes look different anyways on the animated shows. Not intentionally so, but that looks like Deathstroke to me, so I can see Deathstroke. Anyways, that'll do it for this video, guys. Yeah, just what did you think about that? I'll make my Crisis, I'll make more Crisis theories later. I got plenty of stuff on my mind. But what did you think about this? You think I was right about the Flash being in the Time Vault looking at the newspaper? Think I was wrong about that? Let me know what you guys think about the trailers. I remember I'll do Batwoman's trailer when the Legends trailer comes out. I hope Legends Season 5 is good. I hope it's DC again. DC's Legends of Tomorrow is now just, oh man, let's fight unicorns. People keep telling me, oh, it's good, you're a hater, and I'm like, the hell are you talking about? I've been watching the show since season 1. You probably just watched it since like season 4, episode 5. Get off my case!